Hello, today we're talking about Alice's Adventures in Wonderland and Through the Looking Glass. So, I don't love this book. I think it's okay, and I think if you can get it for free, might as well read it if you're interested, but it wasn't my favorite. Basically, Alice just meets a bunch of characters all throughout Wonderland, and she talks with them until either they offend her or she offends them, or they both just get mad and they end the conversation. That is the plot for both of the books. So if you were expecting some sort of more substantial story, you don't get it. Very unfortunate, but that's how it is. I will say the cartoon did a phenomenal job of capturing the chaotic whimsy of this novel, and I actually really like the cartoon, but I think it's more fun to watch somebody interact and kind of go exploring rather than to read it. I think it's so boring to read it. I will say the live action adaptations by Tim Burton, so much better. There's actually kind of a plot, and I feel like it's very entertaining, and it was wholesome, and there was just a better, I feel like, development of the characters and their relationships and how that all came together. So, loved the live action. I actually prefer that over the novel or the cartoon. But I do think it is worth a read if you're interested. And then this novel, I will say, so stinking cute. Like, this cover for the book, adorable. It just bums me out that the book's not very good. But this is both books. This was like $15. So it's not the worst amount of money, but I wouldn't spend it. Thankfully, I got this as a gift, so we're good. My main point is the writing's fine, but it's very, all over the place in a way, because I think the plot is kind of all over the place because she's just meeting new characters constantly throughout the book. And so everything just kind of feels rushed and chaotic. And like I said, not my favorite. It's okay, but I probably won't read this again unless my kids want to read it again. I kind of feel like I'm good. I will say though, I did like the little poems and the songs. Songs are so hard in a book for me because I have no idea what the tune is. So I don't like songs in a book. If all of the little things that the characters told her were just poems with a cute fun illustration, I think that would have been better, because there were two songs, I think 2 or 3, and you don't know what the tune is, and I was like, I'd rather it be a poem rather than a song, because in one of the songs is supposed to be super good and super awesome, but you have no idea how it's sung. You have no idea what the tune is. So it's just kind of oh, it's just words. Okay. All right. So I think a poem would have been better, and I think a poem would have been that same whimsy without being too confusing as to what it's trying to do. The book's fine, but it's just not that awesome. And then it was interesting to have it be where the Dinah's kitties in the end, that's what made Alice have that dream of Through the Looking Glass. That was kind of cute. And it was nice to know what happened to Dinah. Dinah got to be a mom. Cute. Because you see her in the cartoon and then you never know what happened to her. And in this one, she's a little kitten in the first one, and then she has her own little kitties in the second one. So that was adorable. And they had a picture of it. My kids loved that. They thought the kittens were super cute. And so if you want to just look at some interesting illustration, I think the illustration is fun and it adds a little element. And like I said, the kittens were adorable. Even though it's only 2 pictures of them, that was worth it to read the book, I guess. But I think if you're curious and you want to, I would say read it. I will say, I think if you're going to read it, and then if you haven't seen the movies, then go and watch the movies. But honestly, I feel like the movies and the novel are so vastly different that they don't really affect you one way or the other. But just expect that this is not going to live up to the movie, and then you're good. All right, well, that's Alice in Wonderland and Through the Looking Glass. Thank you.